Hey everyone, it's moonmothgoddess. Welcome back to the channel. If you're returning, welcome if you're new, and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today's pick a card reading, we are looking into your love connection and seeing what are the current blockages in the connection and then a potential outcome for you guys. So we're going to be starting off with our tarot and then we will move into our oracle messages. So we're going to be kind of looking into two separate questions. What are the current blocks? And then also what is the potential outcome? Now just keep in mind that this is a general reading. Not all of the messages may resonate to your situation specifically. So only take what fits and leave the rest. And also understanding that energy is constantly changing and shifting. So if there's something that you're not really liking the way the direction of the energy is going, know that you do or can change your own decisions, choices to shift the energy that may be happening in your connection. And then also keep in mind that there is another person's free will decisions as well. So we're just going to kind of take a look and see what comes through for you guys. If you do feel drawn to more than one pile, you may have messages in multiple piles. Sometimes I often see that the messages that are kind of coming through can sometimes be very synchronistic. So if you do feel pulled to more than one pile here, or if you want to listen to all three, that is perfectly okay to kind of see which one fits the most. Okay, so pile number one, you are going to be the Tarot of the Abyss. And this one was donated by Gabrielle. So Gabrielle, thank you so much for sending in this beautiful deck, Tarot of the Abyss. And that is with this pyrite matrix crystal for pile number one. Pile number two, you are going to be the Murder of Crows Tarot. And that is with this smoky quartz for pile number two. And then pile number three, this is the Lua Tarot with this raw chrysocolla for pile number three with the Lua Tarot and the chrysocolla. So pause the video if you need a little bit more time. What is currently blocking your connection and what is the potential outcome for your connection? Pile one, pile two, pile three. Timestamps will be down below and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi pile one. So for those of you that resonated with the Pyrite Matrix and the Tarot of the Abyss, this is going to be your reading. So we're going to be doing today, we're looking at the current blocks in your connection. So I'm going to be looking at what the current blockages are for you and then also what the current blockages are for your person to kind of see what energies you are able to kind of control in the situation and also know kind of where you're at with the other person that is involved and kind of see what blockages they may be kind of facing with this connection. So let's get started. Pile number one. So what are pile number one's blockages in their connection? What are your blockages, pile one? So we have Temperance. What are your blockages in this connection? We also have the Nine of Cups. What are your blockages? We also have the Eight of Cups. And then we also have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm going to give one quick shuffle here and we're going to kind of see what are your person's blockages in this connection. So what are your person's blockages in this connection? What are their blockages in this connection? We have the High Priestess. What are their blockages? We also have Justice. We have the 8 of Wands. What are their blockages in this connection? Okay, so we do have the 4 of Cups, and then we also have the Ace of Pentacles that also came out for your person. Okay. Okay, so we're going to get started off with what your blockages are here in this connection. And we did start off with Temperance, which is Sagittarian energy. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, I'm also seeing some strong Libra energy and also some Piscean energy that's coming through pretty strong here as well. I am seeing that we do have the 2 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So kind of this overall energy here with the 2 of Swords is, you know, there could be some type of conflict between the 2 of you. It could be something that you feel, they feel, and the 2 of Swords does bring about stagnancy because it is kind of being stuck at a place of indecision in which the connection is not able to progress or move forward. Okay? So that's kind of like a stalemate type of energy. Okay? So you started off with Temperance energy here, and for your blockages here, Temperance is about balance and it is about healing. So some of you may have some healing that you're needing to focus on in order to kind of bring about a groundedness or this balance within you. And like I said, your blockages different than their blockages, meaning that these are the things here that you can really control. These are the things that you have the ability to change within yourself. Your person will also need to work on their things, right? So you have the ability to change energy with yours, but you may not be able to kind of change, you know, with what may be going on with your person, you know, unless the 2 of you are really kind of coming together, working together to kind of move beyond certain things and also improving upon communication, which is also something very big with really working together with your person. I'm also seeing the 9 of Cups energy here as well. And the 9 of Cups coming in as a blockage for you could be that you may be needing to kind of shift the focus towards the self. The 9 of Cups is a feeling of happiness, fulfillment, personal fulfillment. So it could be that you're needing to really not only find that balance within yourself, right? And that could be between your own feminine and your masculine energies, but also to bringing things into your life aside from just this connection that do bring you happiness. And that could be having certain hobbies. It could be making sure that you feel good and comfortable and happy within yourself versus shifting the energy to the I'll feel better when this person does this, or I'll feel better when this person, you know, does that. The 9 of Cups is all about the self. This is making sure that you feel happy, secure, balanced, satisfied, fulfilled within your own life. Okay? I'm also seeing the 8 of Cups energy here as well. And the 8 of Cups as a blockage for you could be a need for you. For some of you, because the 8 of Cups is more of an energy of setting out on a journey of self-discovery. Sometimes this is about pulling away or a need for taking a step back so that you're truly able to think about what it is that you truly say want from this connection, or what your own needs are, what your own desires are when it comes to love and relationships. And I'm also seeing the 7 of Pentacles energy here as well. The 7 of Pentacles, both 7 of Pentacles and Temperance, are about patience. Okay? So for some of you, it can feel kind of frustrating where you guys, with the 2 of Swords energy here, it's kind of stuck. Meaning that the 2 of you may not be seeing eye to eye. The 2 of you may kind of be out of balance at this time. And if you keep on trying to say force or push and keep on trying to move something forward when it's kind of like in this stagnant energy, this is requiring your patience. This is requiring for you to sometimes take a step back, right? Because if your person is feeling stuck, I'm noticing we have the Four of Cups, and we'll get to that in a second. You'll see how kind of your energy relates into theirs. But this is about patience. And sometimes, yes, it can get frustrating when you feel like I'm putting all of my energy into this connection and this person is giving nothing back. I feel stuck. I feel like we're not moving forward. I feel like, we can't talk to each other. We're not communicating. We're on different pages, whatever that may be. The Seven of Pentacles energy is about reevaluation. It is about taking a deeper look at where you're putting your focus in this connection. And if you feel like you're trying and trying and trying, and you feel like it's stuck with the Two of Swords, right? Like I said, sometimes it can be a need for you to let go, or to, let go of a particular outcome or the attachment to an outcome. Meaning that if you feel like, okay, I'm putting everything I can into this, I'm trying to make this relationship work, and I feel like I'm hitting a brick wall, right? So that is really asking you here to take time to reassess, reevaluate the time, the energy, the focus that you're putting into this. And it may mean that with this Eight of Cups, that there is a need for you to withdraw, right? A need for you to withdraw your energy, take a step back, or for some of you, even letting go, in a sense, walking away. So if you feel like you're always the one that's pushing and trying and putting all of your energy there, and you feel like this person is kind of not meeting you there, sometimes there is a need for us to take just a step back so that we can kind of reevaluate how we're putting, our time, our energy, our love into that connection. Okay, so those are your blockages here. And then now we're going to go into the blockages that your person has in this connection. The big standout energy to me is this Four of Cups. Okay, the Four of Cups energy is the feeling of indifference or apathy, or someone who knows that they have an opportunity, being you, right there. Right there, they have that opportunity. But are they paying attention to it? They're not giving it their full attention. Okay, if you look at this Four of Cups guy here, he looks like he's sitting back against this tree, and there is this cup that is filled. That is symbolic of you and this offer of love, of commitment that you're wanting to bring into this connection, to bring it together. And he looks like he's not even noticing it, not paying attention to it. Okay, some of you may feel rejected in this situation where this person knows that this opportunity is right here, right there. So I'm seeing that here. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you may have this feeling where, even looking at this Eight of Cups, how she looks like she's kind of walking away from this house, and she's got this cup here and she's completely spilled it over, right? Some of you may feel like, I'm done. I'm tired of putting all of my focus, all of my energy into this, and I feel like my energy is being wasted. Like this person doesn't see me. We're stuck here with that Two of Swords. I'm also seeing that because we do have the Eight of Wands here as a blockage, it can also be for some of you that there is blocked communication. Okay, because this Eight of Wands is coming in as the blockage here. This is talking about back and forth communication. This is also talking about energy that's in motion, meaning that your person may not necessarily be putting forth the action to help this connection to move forward, right? And I'm also seeing the Ace of Pentacles, which would be an opportunity for the two of you to plant the seed for something tangible, meaning the two of you having a real relationship, right? That opportunity's right there. To me, I'm looking at it as the Ace of Cups. This one cup that's here that you are offering to this person, but this person, you know, whether this is a lot of emotional instability that they're dealing with, or they're kind of maybe going through something disappointing in their own life. They may be kind of going through a period in life where they're just kind of feeling disinterested in whatever it is that is kind of coming to their life. So they have this opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like this person is not taking it, right? There could be a lack of communication, a lack of action, right? You've got this stale energy here, and I'm seeing the Hermit right underneath that, right? So this person could also, we've got Virgo, this person could be making you kind of feel that they too are withdrawn, that they are spending, say, a lot of time alone, a lot of time in solitude, being very withdrawn from you. And you may feel like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should withdraw here, right? We also have Justice, and Justice is also about balance, okay? It's also about truth, honesty, fairness. So this person may have issues with being straight out with you, right? To tell you how they're feeling, or to actively communicating with you, right? About this opportunity to connect with you. I'm also seeing the High Priestess energy here as well. The High Priestess is a very hidden energy. It is keeping things within, right? Which we're also seeing with that Hermit energy. Okay, the Hermit can sometimes be a very withdrawn energy. It can also be feeling very lost, right? So both of you may feel that way, or it could be, you know, a projection of your person's energy where they are also feeling lost. They are also trying to find their way, their path. And I'm noticing that in this High Priestess energy here as well, there looks like there is almost like a little doorway here in the back. And I'm also seeing how the High Priestess is also carrying this kind of like this yin yang energy here as well. And I feel like this person, you know, may be trying to really work on also finding balance within themselves. But your person is really kind of keeping, I feel like, a lot within themselves. And it could be that, like I said, they're just not being straight out. They're not being open. They're not being honest. They may be trying to really find this balance within themselves. Okay. To me, like I said, this Four of Cups feels like a lot of indifference, you know, or they may feel comfortable with just kind of leaving things as they are. You know, the Two of Swords energy can sometimes be when we are afraid to look at a situation for what it is, right? I'm almost kind of looking at this Two of Swords, and it looks like this woman is kind of sitting down here, and she's got this blank face, but she's also got these other two faces in her hands. So to me, it's also symbolic of your person needing to kind of remove the mask, right? The deception, the illusion, and really kind of look at the connection, you know, for what it is. But yes, this Two of Swords is a very, very stuck energy here. Okay, so let's get a little bit more. We're going to see, what are the current blockages in this connection? Okay. Justice is also about karma. Okay, also about karma. So for some of you, your person could be going through some karmic cycles. Okay, let's see. What are the current blockages in this connection between pile one and their person? We have the Night Wind here, and it says facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. Okay, so that fear could be something that you are feeling, your person is feeling, and it could be fears that are held subconsciously within this person, right? There's a lot of healing that needs to happen, right? Healing those fears, being able to kind of move things forward. So what are the current blockages in this connection? Well, healing. Look at that. Wow. And it says reconnecting with your true nature. Okay. So yes, lots of healing here. And I am seeing this heart that's kind of glowing up here. So to me, this is a lot of heart healing, a lot of heart chakra healing. that is needed, whether this is on your side, their side. Okay. What are the current blockages in your connection with your person? Pile number 1. We have loss. And it says grief, sadness, and resurrection. Okay. Now, it could be that your person is currently going through some type of loss. You may be feeling this feeling of loss, especially if you and this person are separated or disconnected, or something that's kind of happening here, right? To me, that is a lot of heart-heavy type of energy. And when we have this heart-heavy energy, it's kind of reminding me of the 5 of Cups and the Tarot. Okay? So a lot of heavy feelings, heavy emotions that are here with these healings. So it could be that your person has gone through, a lot of these things, whether with you or even connection previously, something they could currently be dealing with, but there's a lot of healing, okay, that is currently serving as or is a blockage at this time. Okay, so let's see what else. Pile number 1. What are the current blockages? We have nothing will come of this situation. What are the current blockages in this connection? We also have luck is on your side. And I almost feel like with the nothing will come of this situation, that because of this energy that's here, the heaviness, the indifference that you're dealing with your person, maybe a lack of communication, a lack of being open, of being honest with each other, really telling each other how you feel, that because of this 2 of Swords energy, that this is Spirit saying that with the way that this energy currently exists, it's not going to move forward like this. Okay? It will not move forward like this. So there is a need for, yes, improving communication, working on healing, right? And it may be that there is separation that is required in order for you to kind of ground and balance out your energy and your person to also kind of do the same thing. Okay, I am seeing also bring love into the situation. Love is the highest vibration, the highest energy that exists, right? And we're all here on earth to learn to love and to learn to love ourselves and to learn to, be able to love other people, right? So to me, like I said, with this facing fears, the subconscious release that is needed with healing, for instead of kind of holding things inside, with opening up, being more expressive, communicating more with each other, right? Giving each other time, space, patience, and allowing things to kind of unfold the way that they're meant to. And with the bring the love into the situation, if you are aware that your person has healing to do, or you are aware that there are these blockages that do exist, how are you approaching the situation? Are you approaching it with being angry, being upset, bitterness, resentment, anger, frustration, right? All of those lower vibrational energies that we all go through at one time or another, right? But you bringing love into the situation, or even your person bringing love into the situation, meaning that you are approaching this situation with love, with compassion, with empathy, right? And that comes from that healing with that temperance energy. Okay? So you're able to really bring yourself into a place of balance. You change and shift your own vibration, your own energy, right? So by you, I feel like kind of bringing love into the situation with the luck is on your side. To me, that is where you are shifting your focus, right? You're shifting your focus towards compassion, towards empathy, especially if you know my person is going through something right now, or my person is struggling, or is feeling challenged, or is having, some issues that they need to work on healing, right? We have a resurrection here, which to me is, you know, the opportunity for growth, for change, for transformation, for renewal. And when you're approaching it from that, with first loving yourself, right? So that you can love another, you can accept the love, receive the love from another person. That this is kind of where Spirit is saying, because if I'm looking at this here, nothing will come of this situation. It's all dark here, right? It's kind of like, to me, in a way, it's kind of like with this Two of Swords energy, you're shooting in the dark, right? You're shooting in the dark, bringing love into it to really kind of help manifest different energy, right? With that arrow that's kind of going up, that arrow that's all lit up here. To me, it's kind of like that's where Spirit is saying you're needing to focus or shift this energy. And sometimes that may mean taking a step back, right? Thinking about what your own needs are at this time, what your own desires are. And if you are aware that your person is kind of going through this right now, maybe the only thing that you can do is to take a step back and not try to push or force or, you know, kind of help moving it ahead or trying to force the situation, right? So let's see, what else? Pile number 1. What are the current blocks in this connection between you and your person? What are the current blockages here? Okay, so we have freedom. And it says there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Okay, so to me, this is speaking about a lot of mental stuff, because we can hold on to a lot of stuff from our past, a lot of baggage, childhood stuff, traumas, past relationship stuff, right? That we keep ourselves stuck in, right? We keep ourselves stuck in that mindset, that energy, self-limiting beliefs. And these are the things that create issues for us in our connections. So freedom here is something that both you and your person are needing to realize, right? You are not your past. You are not, you know, these things that have happened to you, right? We're setting those and letting those things go, right? We're changing our energy and our approach to love and connections by creating a disconnect, right, from our past, right? We may have gone through some very painful stuff, some very challenging stuff in past relationships. But if we hold on to all of that, right, it comes with us. It creates this separation, this divide in connections that we have. So this freedom to me is this mental space for you to free yourself and work on healing, and also for your person with their own limitations, their own fears, their own sadness or pain that they're holding on to, and realizing that they have the power to free themselves from that, and that you also have that power to free yourself from your past, right? It says the path is clear if you want it to be. We choose to hold on to the past, right? Sometimes without even realizing it, right? Because it's there subconsciously where we feel like, okay, I went through this horrible thing in my past, and in my new connections, I get triggered. I feel hurt. I feel insecure. I feel a lack of confidence. I feel all of these things. Those can kind of take a hold on us and affect the way that we're able to connect with other people. And that's kind of, I'm feeling, you know, for some of you, there could be a need for forgiveness. You forgiving your past, them forgiving their past, so that they're not bringing it with you, the two of you, right? So freedom to me from healing or from letting go of the things that you and your person may be healing from, okay? Love, like I said, is going to be where you replace those past things with love, with forgiveness, with compassion, with empathy, so that you are able to free yourself from that, okay? And to me, like I said, I feel like a lot of it is mental, right? It's reminding me a lot of the Eight of Swords in the tarot. What is a mental prison? We keep ourselves stuck, okay? So let's see what else. What are the current blockages in your connection, pile number 1? have imagine. What are the current blockages? So to me, this is speaking of clarity, right? Being able to, once again, have that subconscious release of fears, confusion, uncertainty, and being able to truly tune in and listen to intuition, because the High Priestess is also about intuition. So it can even be that your person is dealing with blocked intuition, right? They feel disconnected from self, okay? Or they can't trust their intuition. Why? Because the fears, the pain, the sadness, the healing that they're needing to do is kind of overriding what their intuition or their gut feeling is telling them. Okay? So to me, I'm seeing this, imagine here, and I have this, or seeing this woman standing here, and she's holding onto the moon. And the moon is also a symbol, of our intuition, but it can also become very clouded. And I'm seeing how these kind of clouds are clearing away here, and there's all this light that's coming through. So to me, this is about being able to kind of break free of all of those subconscious fears, illusions, sometimes deceiving thoughts, and break those out of the way so that you're truly able to gain the clarity that you need within this connection. Let's see what else. What are the current blockages in this connection? Pile number 1. We also have go the distance. So to me, this is about effort. Okay, putting in the effort. Actually, there's 2. We've also got not for you. Okay. Now, some of you, that could be a situation where this may not necessarily be the person that is meant for you. Okay, and that may not be for all of you that have chosen this pile. But for some of you, you may be putting all of your effort, like I said, all of your focus, effort, over and over and over again, right? And this person is just not open. This person is just not into accepting the love that you're trying to give, right? And you may find, you know what, this is not for me. And that is why Spirit is saying here with the 7 of Pentacles for some of you, there is that need for evaluating. There is a need for reassessing where or who you are giving your energy to. Some of you with that 8 of Cups may need to, like I said, walk away. Okay? Especially if the person is not putting in the effort, right? Because in order for a connection to be able to move forward, that both of you have to work together at putting in the same amount of energy. And if you kind of feel like I'm doing all the work, I'm always the one that's calling, I'm always the one that's texting, I'm always doing this, I'm always doing that, and your person is not, right? There is where you need to really kind of reassess, right? So some of you with the not for you, you could have that wake-up call. You could have that epiphany, like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? If this is a stuck, especially if it's been stuck, say, for a year, 2 years, hopefully not 3 years or more than that, where no matter what you do, it's just not progressing. It's not moving forward, right? That is where, for some of you, you may need to free yourself from that, okay? Especially if you're the person, like I said, going the distance, laying it all out on the table, and you kind of feel like this is not going anywhere. Okay? So let's now look at what the potential outcome for your connection, and just kind of see, like I said, energy is always changing and shifting. So we're just going to kind of take a peek and see where you're at right now. What is the potential outcome for your connection? What is the potential outcome for pile number 1's connection? We have the 8 of Wands. What is the potential outcome for pile number 1's connection? 9 of Cups. What is the potential outcome? 9 of Pentacles. And we also have the 2 of Swords again. Okay? we have the Eight of Swords at the bottom. Okay, so again, this Eight of Swords energy, right along with this Two of Swords, is stagnancy. Okay, why? This Eight of Swords. Okay, this is the need for either you getting out of your head, your person getting out of their head. The Eight of Swords is that mental prison, right? Because it could be, it says there's nothing stopping you, right? Fear is an illusion, right? Fear is an illusion. Holding on to past, right, is also an illusion because we feel like we are stuck because of our past, right? We're not able to move forward. Oh, this and this happened to me, so because of that, I don't open myself up anymore, or I don't trust people anymore, or, you know, I'm not going to give my all in relationships or connections anymore, right? It becomes that thought process, the negative thinking with the Eight of Swords. This is a mental prison. Okay? So this is something that is still creating a blockage here for you, right? So this is where you're going to need to really take your time to really, like Spirit is saying earlier, to really reassess things, okay? Because that Two of Swords is a very stuck energy, indecisive, not able to make a choice, not able to make a decision. I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles energy here, which is more of a single, independent energy, right? And it could be that you or even your person are working towards themselves, meaning that you do have this energy that is withdrawn from each other, where you really kind of say, okay, you know what? I don't feel like this connection is moving forward this time, so let me take a step back. Let me really work on myself, okay? Which kind of looks to me what this is kind of happening here. Because the Eight of Wands could be that, yes, for some of you, there continues to be that back and forth communication. And it could be that, you know, your person communicates to you or you communicate to them. You know, I need to shift the focus towards myself right now with that Nine of Pentacles, because this is a stable, secure, independent type of energy, right? So it could be that your person is coming forward to tell you, hey, you know what, I need to give some space here, and I need to really work on myself because I'm not able to allow this connection to progress forward. So to me, it's kind of like there is not really any partnership or union that is happening here yet, okay, with this current energy, okay? So of course, there are some changes. There is some work to do, right? Both on your side and also your person's side, okay? But like I said, energy can always change and shift, right? You can't really control another person, but you sure can control the energy and the way in which you are choosing to look at the situation that's currently going on, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing here, not necessarily moving into a union or a relationship just yet. It may feel like things are still stagnant, right? There's still some stagnancy here. The Eight of Swords energy is a mental prison that we keep ourselves in with negative thinking, more pessimistic, negative thoughts, right? That is what Spirit is saying here. You're needing that freedom because our own thoughts become our prison. They keep us stuck. They keep us trapped. They keep us in a place where we can't make clear decisions and choices so that we can get out of this energy and allow it to progress and move forward, right? So by some of you changing your own energy, working on healing, working on creating balance, right, within the connection, changing your own way that you approach the situation. Like if you notice that your person is fearful, if you notice that your person has a difficult time with opening up with their feelings, right? You do things in the connection to help you to move beyond that, right? And that may include educating yourself a little bit more about different attachment styles or about, you know, different things that your person might be going through and how to heal them, right? So you're getting all of this knowledge and you're learning how to better approach a situation, right? You look up self-help books, you know, watch certain videos on YouTube that really kind of help you to understand things a little bit more, understanding another person's trauma, understanding your own, understanding how to move beyond insecurities, right? Like I said, you can only control the energy that right, that's kind of coming from you. If this person, your person that you're dealing with, is stuck in this Eight of Swords energy, or even this Two of Swords here, both of these are stuck. Okay? So you really working on bringing yourself to the best version of you, and approaching the situation, for some of you, yes, it may help, right? But there is also where two people need to kind of both bring that balance into the connection. Both people are needing to come together to heal. Both people are needing to actively communicate and have that flow of open communication with each other, right? So yes, you can try to create an environment in which, this can help it to change and to grow. But for some of you, like I said, it could be a situation where you have feeling stuck, and this is just kind of something that's not moving forward. And some of you may already know, your intuition may already be telling you, to remove yourself from the situation, right? Freedom from the situation, because you may have been, like I said, putting everything into it and getting nothing in return. Okay? Which means taking a step back, right? So let's get some guidance here for you, pile number 1. Okay, and like I said, I'm not necessarily seeing a connection or, things progressing or moving forward at this time. It doesn't mean that you continuing to put the work in, especially if you and this person are still actively communicating with each other and taking things slow and kind of really working on it, that you can't change this energy. Okay, it is possible. So let's see. Pile number 1, what is your guidance for your connection with your person? What is pile number 1's guidance? We have Rose without thorns, and it says you have a right to your joy, peace, and sweetness of life. Okay? And to me, that's what this 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and 9 of Pentacles is all about. Because if you feel like this connection is reached this place of stagnancy, stalemate, stuck, indecision, that this is Spirit saying you still have to think about you. You have the right to your own fulfillment, your own personal happiness. And it's not to say that you shouldn't have it, right? Just because of what may be going on with this person. You still deserve to feel happy. You still deserve to feel joy, fulfillment in your life. And that is what your Spirit is wanting you to focus on, right? Is don't stop living. Don't put your life on hold for another person, right? So let's see what else. Pile 1, what is your guidance for your connection with your person? We have baby steps, and it says action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Okay, what does this mean? This means that if our intuition is telling us to move forward, or to move on, or to detach, or to pull back, we need to listen to it. We need to honor it, right? We're needing action here, some kind of action, because for some of you, this stagnancy is not where you're meant to be, right? So if that means pulling away, withdrawing, taking a step away, and that's what your intuition is deep down, your gut feeling is telling you, this is what I have to do, right? But the ego is like, no, hold on, wait, right? The intuition, this is Spirit saying you're needing to follow what your intuition is telling you at this time before it makes sense to you, right? Because you have to continue to progress yourself. You have to continue to work on yourself, your healing, your balance, and happiness from within, right? So let's see what else. Last message, pile number 1. What is your guidance? Right? And the baby steps can also be symbolic for you not trying to rush things, right? Sometimes we have to continue to move forward without the attachment to a specific outcome, meaning that if you and your person are, kind of working on your relationship and you don't really have like a clear direction with where it's going right now, but it's flowing, right? You're moving forward, you're dating, or you're seeing the person, you're talking, you're communicating. Allow it to run its course. Allow it to flow the way that it's meant to, versus trying to force it and have to automatically know right away, is this person going to marry me? Is this that? When is this going to happen? When is that going to happen, right? So we're taking baby steps. We're moving consistently forward, whether that is without this person or you are choosing to move with this person in the way that they need or they feel comfortable, right? So some of you, yes, this is Spirit saying, telling you baby steps, right? Don't try to force anything. Don't try to control the situation. Surrender. Okay. So let's see. Last one. What is your guidance? We also have Star Brothers, and it says Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Okay? So to me, this is also about you protecting your own energy, right? Trusting what your intuition is telling you in the situation. Okay? So that you feel safe, you feel secure, because at the end of the day, it is all about you. Okay? And really kind of being a part of situations, connections, relationships that are truly meant for you and ones that are truly adding value to your life. Okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you. Pile number 1. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 2. So for those of you that resonated with the Murder of Crows Tarot and the Smoky Quartz, this is going to be a reading today. And we are looking at what the current blockages are in your connection with your person. So we're going to kind of split it out. We're going to look at what your current blockages are in this connection and also what is blocking them in the connection. And then we're going to pull in some oracle cards. And then we're also going to ask Spirit, what is the potential outcome for your connection based off of what this energy is. So just keep in mind, it is a general reading. As I said in the intro, energy is always changing and shifting, right? So if it doesn't have the best outcome right now, you know, things may change or shift in the future. But just also keep in mind that there is another person's free will decisions as well, that, you know, you can only take control of yourself, your own energy. You can't really force or control another person. So let's see, pile number 2. What are your current blockages in this connection, pile 2? What are your blockages? We have the 4 of Cups. What are your blockages in this connection? We have the Fool. What are your current blockages in this connection? We also have the 5 of Swords. What are your current blockages? We also have Strength. Okay, so I'm going to give a quick shuffle and then we're just going to kind of see what are your person's blockages here. What are your person's blockages in this connection? What are pile 2's person's blockages? We have the Knight of Wands. What are your person's blockages in this connection? We also have the 10 of Pentacles. What are your person's blockages? We also have, what is this? The Queen of Cups in reverse. What are your person's blockages in this connection? And then we also have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so overall energy, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. So overall energy as a blockage, which is really kind of happening between the two of you. To me, this coming in as a blockage is really speaking of a lack of consistency, being able to kind of depend on this person, bringing forth an energy of taking a risk, of commitment, of focus on putting forth the energy, I feel like, for commitment, some type of commitment here between the two of you. Starting off with your energy here coming in as the blockages, the most standout thing to me about your energy, pile number 2, is the Five of Swords. Okay? The Five of Swords energy can be a self-sabotage. This can be also a lot of negative thinking. It could be feeling very defeated, very challenged, and kind of holding on to all of those thoughts. So for some of you with that Four of Cups energy here, you could have been dealing with someone who rejected you, who pushed you away, who made you feel like they weren't open to an opportunity with you. And so that in itself can feel very damaging, right? The Four of Cups. When someone is pushing us away, when someone is making us feel like they're stringing us along or feeling like an option, or that they're not open to opportunity there, it can hurt. And it's very painful, and it's very difficult for us to be able to get over when someone is making us feel that way. And so I feel like with the Five of Swords energy here as well, holding on to a lot of that conflicting type of energy, a lot of those conflicting thoughts. For some of you, it could be like if this person kind of cut things off very quickly, it could also be leaving you in a place where you don't know what to do, right? Some of you with that Five of Swords could have really had some type of disagreement or argument or, with this person as well. And so some of you with the Four of Cups can also be that a lot of your focus is going towards this person, and there could even be other opportunities for connections, for love, for romance that are coming into your life, but you're blind to it, meaning that you're also not open to other opportunities because a lot of your energy may be directed towards this person. Okay, so I'm seeing that for some of you here as well. To me, with the full energy here as a blockage, is that you may be afraid to start new or start over or to kind of change direction, right? And so with the Strength energy also being here, that can be a lot of fear. For some of you, fear of letting this person go, or, trying to holding on to this person. And I feel like, where this person may not be putting forth the energy and the focus towards offering commitment here, right? I am getting a little bit of an non-committal energy from your person. Okay, a little bit of a non-committal energy. We have the Knight of Wands coming in as a blockage for your person. So to me, this is a lack of them putting passion or desire or action towards commitment. Okay, we also have the Ten of Pentacles energy here as well. And this is about the Ten of Pentacles, yes, can be about a long-term commitment, right? Marriage, a long-term relationship. But the Ten of Pentacles is something that is developed over time. It's when we are consistently staying committed to a goal, a dream, a desire, and we put forth the energy towards something to help it to become something that manifests for us in the long term. So with that Ten of Pentacles energy here, for some of you, it could be that your person is not feeling stable, is not feeling grounded. They could be non-committal. I'm also seeing with the Queen of Cups energy here in reverse that there can also be a lot of repressed feelings, emotions, a lot of emotional instability that your person is also feeling. Okay? To me, that is an emotional blockage, or maybe someone who is emotionally unavailable. Okay? Emotionally unavailable. We also have the Queen of Wands energy here as well, coming in as a blockage for your person. So it can even be that they have a tendency to self-sabotage connections, relationships. They are also, again, someone who is lacking the desire or the energy to put forth this connection. Okay? So that's just kind of what I'm seeing so far. So I want to get some oracle messages here. Pile number 2. So let's see what is currently blocking pile number 2's connection with their person. What is blocking pile number 2's connection with their person? We have time. And it says you are trying too hard. Give it time. Okay. Now, some of you, you know, it could be trying to rush a situation. It could be that you are putting out way too much energy towards this person and they're not in a place that is emotionally receptive to receiving that from you, right? So it could feel like a lot of wasted efforts, a lot of you trying to make the situation work and, you know, trying to force the situation. Or this person may have a lot of healing to do, right? With that Queen of Cups in reverse, to me, that is a lot of emotional instability that your person may be holding on to. Some of you with this 10 of Pentacles, it can even be that there is family influence here, like if there's family involved, or even a third-party situation for some of you. The 10 of Pentacles, like I said, could be about a marriage. So some of you, if this person is already committed to someone else, you know, of course, that can also be a blockage that is there as well, as there already may be a commitment that is here. Okay, so let's see what else. Pile 2, what are the current blockages in your connection? We have thinking of you, a loving thought, and serendipity. And to me, with the thinking of you coming in as a blockage, it could even be that if you are the person who is putting in all of your time, all of your effort, all of your energy towards this person, right? And your person is not putting forth that same energy, right? There's a lack of balance here. Okay. So let's see what else. What are the current blockages in your connection? We have eternal love, happiness, harmony, and fulfillment. Okay, coming in as a blockage, meaning that there is imbalance here. There is a lack of harmony. There is a lack of fulfillment that either you may feel, right? Because the connection may not be progressing. It can also be a lack of fulfillment that they feel, right, in the connection, meaning that they may not be happy. They may not be feeling stable. They may not be feeling grounded. They may not be looking at this connection as something that they are wanting to put forth the effort, the intention. Okay? So let's see what else. What are the current blockages in your connection with your person? We also have the message here, and it says positive news and a positive outcome. Okay, coming in as a blockage. To me, this is maybe there is a lack of communication, a lack of clear communication, right? A lack of clear communication that your person is giving to you. Okay, so let's see what else. What are the current blockages? To me, it could even be blocked communication between the two of you. Or even someone who's not seeing that there is a potential for a positive outcome in this connection. Okay, let's see. What are the current blockages in this connection between pile number 2 and their person? What are the current blockages in pile number 2's connection? We have time for a nap. We have poised. And then we also have orphaned. Okay? So to me, this orphaned energy is a lot of feelings of abandonment. Okay? If this person has shut you out, left you out in the cold, made you feel like you were insignificant, or just kind of not, like I said, not putting forth the energy, the action, right? Like I said earlier, that can be something that is incredibly damaging to our self-esteem, to our self-worth, to our confidence, where we just kind of feel so challenged. You know, why doesn't this person see me? Why doesn't this person, you know, what is going on? Why is this person not treating me, right, the way that I should be treated, right? So that five there, also the fives in the tarot are challenges, right? Conflict. The orphaned energy is kind of like the Five of Pentacles. There is this feeling of lack or void or emptiness that you could be feeling, or it can even be that your person is also feeling, having a tendency to push people away. Like I said, self-sabotage, right? And we have the poised energy here also coming in as a blockage. So to me, this is about the way that you may be carrying yourself, or the way that your person may also be carrying themselves. We're seeing blocked feelings, emotions here, a lack of action, a lack of commitment, a lack of, commitment towards committing to you with this person. And then we also have a blockage coming in here as a time for a nap. So to me, that can also be a period of rest that is also needing, a period of reflection, a time and space away, right? So that one can really kind of work through those feelings that they do have, whether this is that there is a fear of abandonment, or this person has made you feel abandoned, or you've made them kind of feel that way as well. Okay, so let's see what else. What are the current blockages in this connection? We have the end of a tough cycle approaches. We also have hold your vision. What are the current blockages in this connection for pile 2? We also have a look at the bigger picture. Okay. So we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I feel, for many of you that are kind of in this situation, if this person is lacking, like I said, putting forth the energy, they're making you feel shut out. They're making you feel, like they're not open. They're rejecting you. They're pushing you away. It can feel very draining, very tiresome with this person dealing with this, right? And it could feel like with that, because to me, this is also kind of like the 10 of Wands, where you just feel completely exhausted, completely drained by the situation. Okay. With the hold your vision here also coming in as a blockage, it could be that some of you have like a very focused outcome for this, right? Like not wanting to kind of see any other outcome other than, say, being with this person. And you can be completely fixated on just that. Like, I want to be with them. I want to be in a relationship with them. Like, this needs to work. This has to work. I want them. I don't want anybody else. Where you are maybe so fixated on just that, like I said earlier, with that Four of Cups under there, you're not able to see anything else going on around you. Other opportunities that you might have, right? So sometimes we can be too, like, attached to a specific outcome with a person, right? So that in that case, we're shutting out everything else that is going on in our life, and we have tunnel vision, right? So with the look at the bigger picture here, to me, that is where you need to kind of take a step back, right? Where this is Spirit saying here, you're trying too hard, right? You could be trying to push and push and push with this person. This is Spirit saying, look at the bigger picture, right? If you feel like you are putting way so much of your energy, and this person has just told you they're not ready, or they're not open, or they've rejected you, they pushed you away, right? That's kind of where I'm feeling there is this need to have enough strength for some of you, enough courage to take a leap of faith into a new direction, right? And that may be away from this person for some of you, okay? But that really has to be your, your choice, your decision here. I want to get one more of these little heart cards, the Lover's Oracle. Yeah, look at that. We've got, it's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. Okay, so that's exactly what I was kind of getting here from this message, right? All in the way, like I said, with that poised energy, the way that you are carrying yourself through the situation, especially if Spirit is saying here you're trying too hard. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to ask Spirit here, what is the potential outcome for your connection? Okay, now just keep in mind, like I said, this energy can always change and shift. Okay, so if it's not the best outcome right now, things can change, right? You really have to kind of do what is best for yourself in this situation. If you feel like, yeah, I have put so much of myself into this person, into this connection, and I'm tired of being the only one who's trying and trying and trying, and this person is not caring or they're not seeing me, right? You have to also make that decision for yourself as well, okay? So let's see, pile number 2. What is the potential outcome for your connection with this person? We have the 7 of Wands. Okay, 7 of Wands. What is the potential outcome? We have the Knight of Pentacles. What is your potential outcome with this person? We have the 10 of Cups. We also have the Star in reverse. And then at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I am seeing, again, 2 very different energies. The Knight of Swords is very swift, very fast moving, where one of you is wanting to move things very quickly, and the other person is wanting to take things very slow. Okay, so to me, again, there is still this imbalance with this energy that's here. Okay, and that may be why Spirit is saying here, you're trying too hard. Okay. With the 7 of Wands energy here, to me, this is that there is a little bit, there's still these obstacles that are here, right? There's still these obstacles. There's still these challenges. With the Star energy here in reverse, it can also be that either you or your person is a little bit more pessimistic about things, right? Someone who's losing faith, someone who's losing hope in the connection, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is extremely slow. It is the slowest moving energy in the entire tarot. Whereas the Knight of Swords is very swift. It's very fast. Okay? That 7 of Wands to me is that there is a little bit of resistance that's still there. Meaning that you guys may both still have this imbalance in your energy where one person is wanting to rush and move things along and the other person is kind of like taking their time, not wanting to rush things. And so to me, with that Star energy in reverse, that is a need for maybe even working on healing that type of a mindset or that mentality. There is a need for rest. There is a need for renewal so that you guys can both kind of get realigned. This isn't a time for a stop. This is a time for not pushing too hard. It's a time for reflection. Okay, it's kind of what I'm seeing here. So it could be that things are still on pause. You're still waiting. I almost feel like this could be a situation that takes some time. Okay, like Spirit is saying here, give it time. Give it time. we have the Ten of Cups. So I almost feel like with the Ten of Cups being here, that there is potential for it to have a positive outcome. It just may take longer than your ego would prefer. Okay? Because there's still this kind of like battle of the energies here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, right? The Seven of Wands is also about perseverance. So even though there may be challenges that are there, the Seven of Wands is really about standing your ground and about, you know, respecting boundaries as well. You respecting boundaries of another person. Like if another person says, hey, you know what, I'm not ready yet, or I'm not feeling that I can commit right now, we have to respect that. Okay? So if one person is wanting to move extra slow, the other person's kind of wanting to move super fast. Yes, that star energy reverse, like I said, is a need for renewal. It's a need for rest. It's a need for reflection. Like I said, with the Ten of Cups is the happiest card aside from the Sun card. But the Ten of Cups is about fulfillment on every level, right? Every level that we can possibly feel. So I almost feel like taking some space, respecting another person's space, you know, that there is potential for the two of you to be able to come together, but it may not be right away, right? It may take some time with this one, okay? So I want to get one more or a couple more cards here for this Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups energy here? We have the Magician. There's the Ten of Cups. We also have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so the Ten of Wands energy, much like this here, the end of a tough cycle approaches, okay? That Ten of Wands would be the end of that cycle. So you and this person could still be going through this right now, right? This cycle is something that needs to be completed, okay? It needs to be completed here. What is this Ten of Cups energy? Why is the Ten of Cups here? We have the Nine of Swords, okay? So there's still these fears, anxieties, worries that are here, okay? We have the Magician energy here. So I feel like with that Magician, it could either be you or your person really finding that they do have the power to change this situation, right? The Magician is all about manifestation. So I feel like although things may be very difficult or very challenging in this situation at this time, that what Spirit's advice here is it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So in this time that you are kind of shifting this focus towards yourself, it could bring about the end with that Ten of Wands there of this tough or draining cycle that you've gone through with this person, or even your person kind of bringing an end to this cycle that they may also be going through, and also helping to kind of alleviate that Nine of Swords energy, which can be a lot of fears, a lot of worries, a lot of anxieties. Like I said, that star energy here in reverse is a need for space, reflection, renewal, healing. Okay, so that is kind of where I'm seeing is that right now, at least with this current energy, is that there is a break period. There is a time for resting, reflecting, bringing this tough cycle to an end, right? Maybe you and your person kind of finding this balance between how fast you want to go, they want to go, the need for slowing down. Like Spirit is saying here, you're trying too hard. Give it time. Okay? Allow things to kind of unfold naturally. So let's get some guidance for you. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. What is your guidance for your connection? What is your guidance for your connection? Pile number 2. We have you got the Love, and it says Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Okay? Now, for some of you, there could be codependency between you and this person. There is a need for you to release that attachment that you've placed onto this person, right? We're learning to become independent or interdependent in connections. We're also, like I said earlier, respecting boundaries of another person, right? And making sure that they're also healthy boundaries that are maintained within this connection, meaning that you are also not putting so much of your focus and your energy towards this person, and you are constantly giving and giving and giving, and the other person is just taking, right? There is that need for setting boundaries here. So let's see what else. Pile number 2, what is your guidance? We have wait, and it says it's not yet time. Things are being moving. So again, another message about waiting. Okay. Now, some of you that have chosen this pile, and you're like, oh, I've already been waiting 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, you know, that is where you're also in this time that you take a step back. Is it worth it to you? You know, especially if this person is not talking to you, blocked you, has told you to move on, or has told you that they weren't interested. Sometimes that is a need for really taking those things at face value, right? So it all depends on what your situation is with this person. So you kind of have to be discerning with what message is for you and which isn't. But like I said, for some of you, you know, if you feel like, oh, I've been waiting all this time already and nothing's happened, nothing's changed, that may be an indication for you to really move on, for you to let go, for you to really heal any rejection wounds or abandonment wounds or anything that may be there, so that you are able to open yourself up to new opportunities, right? So let's see. Pile number 2, what is your guidance? What is pile number 2's guidance for their connection? We have weight of the world, and it says boundaries, and it says let it go. It's not yours to carry. Okay. Now, some of you may be holding on to a lot of stress, a lot of heaviness, a lot of pressure, a lot of holding on to all of the weight of this connection. This is Spirit saying, let it go, right? Let it go. It's not yours to carry, right? Especially if this person is making you feel super stressed out, right? With kind of not knowing what's happening, where is it going, right? So this is really Spirit saying you need to release that end of a tough cycle, that 10 of Wands, right? The 10 of Wands is about the end of this cycle. It's about releasing everything, all the heaviness, right, that we've been carrying. It's now time to let it go, set it down, okay? Spending time alone, by yourself, giving back. We're withdrawing energy from focusing on this person, this attachment, you know, and we're releasing ourselves from that, okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 2. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So for those of you that resonate with the Lua Tarot and the Chrysocolla, this is going to be your reading today. And we are looking into the current blockages in your connection. We're going to be looking at what blockages are on your side, what blockages they have in the connection. So we'll be starting off with our tarot, moving into our oracle messages, and then we'll also be asking Spirit, what is the potential outcome for your connection? So just keep in mind that energy is constantly changing and shifting. So if we don't have like the best outcome with your pile today, just keep in mind that you can, you know, of course, control your own energy, your own actions with the connection to kind of maybe help to change the situation. But you cannot really control another person. So there is another person's free will that is also involved in the situation. So just kind of keep that in mind. So we're going to get started off with looking at what your current blockages are in this connection, and then also what blockages they're having with this connection. So pile 3. What are your current blockages in this connection? What are your current blockages in this connection? Okay, so we do have the 6 of Wands. What are your current blockages in this connection? We have the Magician. What are your current blockages? Okay, so we do have the Tower. And then we also have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so we're going to look at what their current blockages are in the connection. Okay, so what are your person's blockages in this connection, pile 3? What are your person's? And I just flipped over way too many cards. What are your person's current blockages in this connection? Okay, so we do have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles. What are your person's current blockages in this connection? We have the Two of Swords. What are your person's current blockages in this connection? Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So bottom of the deck, overall energy, we do have the Six of Swords. Okay. Six of Swords. So with the Six of Swords energy here, the Six of Swords is a period of transition, and it is really about moving away from situations, people, connections, even ways of thinking that are not serving, that we're needing to kind of remove ourselves from that type of energy and kind of move towards something that is more calm, peaceful, stable. I am noticing that within your blockages here, you do have the Tower energy. So the Tower can be any type of upheaval, unexpected type of things that are happening. And it could be that for some of you, that Tower energy could represent a sudden breakup that you've had with this person, or even a sudden shift or change. And sometimes with the Tower, this can happen, like I said, very unexpectedly, where things kind of go awry within a connection. And sometimes that can make us feel like things kind of happen out of nowhere. We're trying to hold on to things and trying to kind of keep things together, even though they may be kind of feeling like they're falling apart or breaking down with that Tower energy. I'm also seeing the Magician energy here coming in as a blockage as well. And so with the Magician energy coming in as the blockage, it could be that whatever this current situation that is that's happened between you and this person, for some of you, it could make you feel like you've lost your power in this situation. And you may also be feeling like you are feeling lots of challenge, lots of adversity. And it can even be that you are on the receiving end of very defensive energy from your person, kind of keeping you at a distance, making you feel like you're being pushed away. Some of you with the Six of Wands, the first message that was kind of coming through for this is that some of you with that Six of Wands, the blockage, could be that you are kind of putting this person, and this may only be for some of you, but some of you, I feel like you could be kind of putting this person on a pedestal, meaning that no matter what happens in the situation, that you may be losing sight or focus of the turmoil, the chaos, the energies that are kind of existing or happening in this, And so you kind of hold this person, for some of you, kind of like on the pedestal with high regard. You may be kind of trying to shower this person with lots of attention and lots of focus and lots of energy, and kind of making them the highlight or this in the spotlight of your life. And sometimes that can be taken away from you because all of your energy is kind of directed towards the other person. The Six of Wands is also about ego. Okay, so sometimes our ego can keep us in a place of fear. It can keep us in a place of neediness or attachment, or when our ego is kind of wanting something, desiring something, and we feel like I have to have it, I want to have it, I need it now, I want all of these things with this person. So sometimes that Six of Wands could be a need for us to kind of take a step back away from the ego and really tune into what our intuition is really telling us in this situation. So some of you, like I said, with that Magician energy here coming in as a blockage, to me, this could potentially be a loss of power, where you've kind of given your power away to this person and the situation that has taken place between the two of you. Okay, and I want to clarify your energy a little bit before we kind of move into the blockages that your person has with this connection. But I am going to keep this Six of Swords here. So let's clarify just a little bit. What is this Six of Wands energy here? Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. And then we also have the Eight of Pentacles. Let's see, what is this Magician energy here? We have the Knight of Pentacles. What is this Tower energy? We have Temperance. Okay. So I'm also feeling that there is this need for healing for some of you after this Tower moment that has taken place in this connection with this person. Some of you with that Eight of Cups energy, it could be that this person has walked away from you. And even if that person had walked away from you, it's kind of like your focus is still on them. For some of you, this person could have really walked away to really focus on themselves, work on themselves, or just kind of do their own thing. And that can also be, for some of you, ignoring your own needs. Okay, is what I'm seeing there as well. Some of you, I feel like with that Knight of Pentacles energy here, are also, even if the connection is not progressing, I feel like as quickly as you would like with this person, that it may feel like there is a lot of stagnancy that is happening. Like things just kind of getting more and more, where you're just kind of like waiting and waiting and waiting for this person. Let's see what the Seven of Wands energy is here. We also have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so I'm feeling that you do have some really strong feelings towards your person. And I don't really want to say it's to your detriment, but I almost feel like in some way, the strength of your feelings and your emotions towards this person may also be keeping you stuck. Because I feel like you're not wanting, of course, you have feelings for this person, you're not wanting to give up, you're not wanting to give up on the connection. But there's also this need for you to also take some time out for yourself and really work on healing, really work on finding yourself. And sometimes that can be regaining your sense of self without this person or away from this person. And I'm looking at your person's blockages here, and to me this is very hot and cold type of energy that you're dealing with this person. There's lots of ups and downs I feel like that your person is having. Very conflicted, very confused, afraid to lose you, but also afraid to take the risk of being in a committed partnership with you, with that Ten of Pentacles energy here. So there can even be fears of commitment, fears of long-term commitment here. This person afraid to change what the current situation is between you and them. Okay? They feel very mixed feelings and emotions towards you. Okay? It's kind of like they're all over the place, and there is a lack of consistency. There's confusion that this person is going through, right? And I feel like with your energy here, you are willing to face the challenges and face the obstacles. So even when being met with some kind of resistance from this person, that there is a part of you that is wanting to try to create balance in the connection, even after, for some of you with that Tower energy, that some upheaval may have happened, that your heart is still loyal to this person. And I feel like that even if things are kind of moving very slowly, that your heart and your energy are still here. And like I said, for some of you, I don't necessarily want to say that it's to your detriment, but I feel like there may be a little bit of a timeout that is also needed, so that because you're coming in, I feel like with this Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands, you're coming in with your whole heart, with having strong feelings, emotions towards this person, and feeling love, right? You're feeling love, you're feeling balance, you're feeling all of these things. Whereas your person's energy here is more like, I don't know, like just so back and forth and so kind of torn that it almost seems to me like your person is not putting in the same amount of energy in the same way that you are willing to. So there's definitely maybe even for some of you kind of feeling like it's a one-sided situation where you are putting your heart in it, your feelings in it, your intention, your focus, and this person may make you feel like they're stringing you along, or they're being inconsistent, or that things are stagnant. They're not taking action towards moving things forward. Okay? Is kind of what I'm seeing here. And I'm seeing the Seven of Cups. So to me, this is about this confusion. This, there could be even a lot of fantasizing, right? About this connection. A lot of being in your head, but not so much actual effort or intention or decisions and action that are being put into the situation. Okay, so I want to clarify your person's energy just a little bit here as well. Why is the Two of Swords energy here? We have the Nine of Swords. This is a lot of fears, a lot of worries, a lot of anxiety, a lot of overthinking, a lot of being very much in their head, okay, about this connection. Why is the Ten of... And I feel like a lot of it is surrounding commitment here, with the Ten of Pentacles also being here. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? The Eight of Swords, okay? The Eight of Swords is a lot of negative thoughts, negative thinking surrounding relationships, surrounding long-term commitment, okay? Let's see, what is this Two of Pentacles? We have the Page of Cups. And it almost feels like this person is like very back and forth. with their feelings, their emotions. I'm also feeling a certain level of immaturity from your person, emotionally immature. Okay. Emotionally immature. This person also kind of going back and forth about whether or not they're willing to open up and express their feelings. Okay. I definitely feel like your feelings are a lot stronger than their feelings. Okay. Yours being more mature, your kind of, I would say maybe a little bit more level-headed and consistent, right? Whereas this person is kind of all over the place. What is this Four of Pentacles energy here? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. So, like I said, with the Four of Pentacles energy here, your person being afraid to take the risk. And with what is this Ace of Pentacles, which would be the two of you having a real, established, tangible connection with each other, right? The Ace of Pentacles is the opportunity that we have to plant the seed for something new. Okay? And being that it is the Pentacles, the coins energy, this is something that we can taste, touch, smell, something tangible, right? This would be real, grounded relationship. That is where your person's head is at, surrounding commitment with you, right? Whereas you are willing to be kind of patient and calm, and my heart is loyal to you, and I have feelings, and you know, like I said, for some of you, it could be that you kind of put this person on a pedestal, but you're also needing to recognize your own needs, right? Your own desires. Again, Seven of Cups at the bottom, right? So this is a lot of confusion, right? Whether your person kind of going through that confused energy. So I want to get some oracle messages here, and let's start going into these here. Let's start off with these, the Lover's Oracle. So pile number 3. What are the current blockages in your connection with your person? What are the current blockages in pile number 3's connection? Okay, so we have look inside yourself. And it says, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Okay, coming in as a blockage. Which means that there are, if I feel like more of the energy that is inconsistent is your person's. And so your person is needing to really look within themselves as to why they're feeling this way. Why are they so nervous? Why are they so afraid? Right? Why are they filled with negative thoughts or thinking surrounding being in a relationship, committing, opening up and expressing their feelings, right? So the blockage here with a need for looking inside the self, right? Even if there are some things that you're kind of going through that spirit really isn't showing within your own energy, and you're kind of noticing about yourself, right? Like if you feel fear, or you feel loss, or you feel fear of rejection, or you feel insecurities, why are you feeling that way? Right? Where is the root cause of it? And that's kind of where Spirit is saying here, there is a need with the blockages that are here, whether yours or theirs, or together, something that you're feeling with each other. What, or rather, why is one feeling this way? Right? Is it because of past relationship? Is it because of inner child wounds? Is it because of lack of self-worth? Is it lack of confidence, insecurities? What is it? Right? So there's a need, Spirit is saying here, to look within the self about why one is feeling this way, right? Where is that fear coming from? Where is that confusion coming from? Where is that hot and cold, indecisive type of energy that your person may be showing to you? Why is it there? Where is it coming from, right? So there is a need for your person to really look within themselves. Are they going to do that? They might not, right? When we're connecting with people, it's all dependent upon who's ready to step up to the plate and reflect within ourselves and look at our wounds. And we either are going to work on them, or we're going to pretend that they don't exist and just kind of go from relationship to connection and just kind of ignore those things that are there, right? So this is Spirit saying here, there is a need to look within the self, right? A need for looking within the self, whether that is you or whether that is your person here. Okay, so let's get one more. What are the blockages in pile number 3's connection? Okay, so we also have a message for you, and it says, I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Okay, and to me, this coming in as a blockage could be that maybe you have been someone that has really expressed your heart and your feelings, and you've put it all, and you've laid it all out there, right? For this person. But maybe with you expressing that part of yourself, you're being met with resistance. You're being met with someone who's defensive or pushing you away, right? And kind of, again, to me, kind of like giving off that one-sided type of situation with the person where you let them know, I'm thinking of you, I have feelings for you, and I want this connection to work. I want it to be something that we're able to allow us to move forward. But your person can kind of being caught up in their head, right? To the point where they may not be able to return or express those same feelings, emotions with that. So let's see, what else? Pile number 3, what are the current blockages in your connection with your person? We have the Temptress, and it says seduction, deceit, and a broken promise. Okay, now some of you, it could be that this person had seduced you in a way, meaning that they kind of drew you in, right? Making empty promises, telling you, yes, I'm looking for a relationship, I'm looking for love, we're going to be together, all of these things, right? And ends up deceiving you. We have a broken promise here, okay? A broken promise, meaning somebody not keeping their word in the situation or misleading you in some way, right? So what are the current blockages? We also have healing, and it says reconnecting with your true nature. And being that we do have this heart here that's kind of glowing outward, to me, this is about a certain level of healing that is neither needed within you, within your person, right? A need for reconnecting with self, right? And this is why asking Spirit, saying here, a need for looking inside the self, reconnecting with your true nature. And then underneath here, we've also got the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles, which is about walking away or letting go of something that no longer serves you, right? And really working on the self with that 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So let's get one more. What are the current blockages in your connection? We have a reflection, illusion, self-examination, and distortion. Okay? Kind of like we were saying earlier with the 7 of Cups underneath the deck. The 7 of Cups can bring in a lot of illusion, a lot of delusion, a lot of not seeing things clearly, right? So if this person is kind of painting the picture or giving you the illusion of love or connection or relationship, right? For some of you, it could be that you are feeding into that illusion, right? You're fantasizing, maybe feeling like, I really love this person, I really have feelings for them, but this person is being so inconsistent that they keep making you feel, maybe even because of hot and cold behavior, that they're making you feel like, don't leave, because like I said, there's a fear of loss here, right? I'll change, or, I want to be with you. Let's try, let's do this, let's do that, right? And it keeps you stuck, right? So again, this need for removing the distorted ways of looking at and perceiving the connection, being able to see things clearly, right? Especially if you're coming in with strong feelings, emotions, and consistency, whereas your person is not bringing that to the table, right? They're living more in their head, a lot of insecurities, a lot of fears, a lot of overthinking, overanalyzing, confusion, feeling stuck, not being able to make a decision, hot and cold with you, not being able to express feelings and emotions, right? We have self-examination. Look inside yourself, self-examination. There is a need for reflection, okay? Where you are looking within inside yourself and your person is also doing the same thing. Where are those wounds coming from? Where do I need healing, right? Why am I making broken promises? Why can't I be consistent, right? So until one really faces those things, you may keep up with this person with the inconsistent behavior, right? Blocking, ghosting, coming in, then leaving, and kind of leaving you in emotional, just, right? Left to kind of pick up the pieces with that Tower energy and Temperance, where you feel like this person is bringing in turmoil, chaos into my life, and they come in very unexpectedly, and then just kind of, everything is starting to snowball all over again, right? And it's leaving you in the same place where you constantly may feel like I'm having to heal and heal and heal and heal and deal with this energy. Okay? So there is a need here for reflection, whether that is you reflecting within yourself, right? Maybe saying, why do I put up with this? Why do I put up with the inconsistency? And it can also be your person kind of reflecting within the self to say, why am I allowing my insecurities or fears or negative thoughts or thinking, self-limiting beliefs to get in the way or block me from having or maintaining a stable, healthy, meaningful relationship? Okay, so let's see what else. Pile number 3, what are the current blockages in your connection with your person? What are the current blockages? Step out of your comfort zone, okay? And that could be with your person, right? Especially if they are feeling, I'm so afraid of being in a committed partnership, and I'm nervous, I'm worried, I'm scared, I'm fearful, and afraid to take the risk, right? It can be a need for someone stepping outside of their comfort zone, right? Let's see what else. What are the current blocks? We have a time to give rather than take, right? So if you were the person who's constantly giving and giving and giving, and your person's giving you nothing back, right? It's time for you to realize that it's time for you to be on the receiving end of that, right? It's time for your person, for some of you, to give to you, right? There has to be that reciprocity, equal give and take in a partnership. We also have a time for healing, okay? So there, again, a need for healing here with this within yourself, looking within the self to see where those core wounds are, right? A need for healing. Without that healing, for some of you, can create a lot of blockages, a lot of stagnancy with this connection being able to move forward. So let's see what else. What are the current blockages in pile number 3's connection? What are the current blockages in pile number 3's connection? We have TikTok. We have exchanging gifts. So again, to me, we have a time to give rather than take, and we also have exchanging gifts. Remember I was saying equal give and take. You're coming in with this more strong, more profound, balanced energy, whereas your person is not meeting you. Is not meeting you there with that same energy. So to me, this is a lack of balance. This is a one-sided situation in which you could be the person that's doing all the work, all the trying, all the giving, and getting nothing in return, right? So could for some of you, can even be kind of like an unrequited love situation in which you are more emotionally invested. For some of you, more emotionally invested than your person is, right? Or the way that they're allowing themselves to be, because there is a level of immaturity that's here. Okay? So to me, that lack of balance. Let's see one more. What are the current blockages in this connection? We have peace, right? Which to me is balance. And being that we have the Tower energy here and all of this back and forth energy, it's almost making me feel like things are so chaotic or so much turmoil that you're dealing with this person. That there is no peace, there is no balance that you're feeling, right? Dealing with the hot and cold, back and forth, inconsistent energy, right? We also have tick-tock here. So for some of you, it can even be, as a blockage here, that there is a timing, meaning that this person, I mean, for some of you, it can even be like right person, wrong time, or, you know, just kind of, you feel like you're ready, the person's not. You want a relationship, the other person doesn't, or vice versa, right? The timing just being off. Okay, for some of you. It can even be one person wanting to rush things along where the other person is not ready and just kind of not wanting to, you know, invest themselves in that way. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to look at the potential. Okay, potential outcome for your connection with your person. And like I said in the beginning, energy is always changing and shifting. So if it doesn't have the best possible outcome right now, you know, you have to kind of take a look, like Spirit is saying here, look inside yourself, right? If you feel like this has continued to be a one-sided situation, then you have to make decisions for yourself. You know, is it better for you to just kind of cut things off? What is the best decision for yourself, right? Okay, so keep that in mind. So what is the potential outcome for pile number 3's connection? What is the potential outcome for pile 3's connection? We have the 9 of Cups. What is the potential outcome for pile 3's connection? We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. We have the 6 of Cups. 7 of Cups, and we have the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay. Some of you that are, say, broken up with this person right now, or, yeah, broken up. I feel like there's a lot of confusion still surrounding reconciliation for you. Okay. Again, we've got this 4 of Pentacles energy here, and that 4 of Pentacles is stagnancy. Okay, it is going to be stagnancy with this situation because there's still this confusion that's here. There is still this fear of changing what the situation is, right? There's a lot of nostalgia here with the 6 of Cups, meaning that there may be a lot of memories that you're holding on to with this person and maybe even feeling afraid to let go, right? For you and for them. We do have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And so the Ace of Wands, when it's in reverse, it's kind of like when something loses its spark. It loses its, the desire, right? Maybe not being there for putting forth the effort. Okay? So it almost feels like where Spirit is saying there is a need for healing. There is a need for looking within the self, right? And that in itself may be something with the two of you kind of being able to kind of reflect from within. But we're clearly seeing an imbalance here between the energy that you're bringing to the table and the energy that your person is bringing to the table. The 7 of Cups is, again, confusion, illusion, delusion. So sometimes we can be very much in our head and having, you know, a fantasy of something happening or something changing. And if your person is being inconsistent with you, You know, that's also a need for you to also look within yourself, right? Because where are you also putting forth your energy, your focus, your intention? And to me, because of these surrounding energies here, this Nine of Cups is taking on more of a energy of someone who's self-focused, okay? Their own personal happiness and fulfillment. And if they feel, your person or you even, are feeling that it's safer to keep things as they are, and that's what makes them happy, that's what makes them feel fulfilled, right? This is leading to a stagnant situation for you, right? Where your person, yes, needs to recognize that they can't, you know, they need to kind of break themselves free and away from that way of thinking that is blocking them from being able to commit or to be consistent, right? But we can't force someone to change. We can't force someone to, you know, change their old patterns of behavior, things that are not really serving to help a connection grow and evolve together, right? We can only control our own actions versus another person's. Okay, so I'm really feeling where Spirit is saying here that it is time for healing. It's time for looking within the self. It's also for time for you to recognize that if you are that person who is giving so much of yourself away to this other person, that you're understanding that relationships require equal give and take. And if you are giving yourself too much to the person, there's a need for you to also set those healthy boundaries for yourself, so that you're not giving your power away, right? And so to me, again, with that Ace of Wands in reverse, to me, like I said, that is about the spark, kind of, it's still unstable energy that you're dealing with, right? There's a need for rethinking actions. There's a need for rethinking intentions, right? So to me, it's kind of like there's no clear movement forward for your connection right now with this energy, okay? So I'm not seeing it as reunion or commitment that's happening. It doesn't mean that it won't or that it can't, but where Spirit is kind of making this a point for this pile is there is that need for reflecting within the self, so that one is able to find inner peace. And your person's energy here, with both the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Swords energy surrounding this Ten of Pentacles, which would be commitment, is not great energy, is not stable energy that is going to help this connection to move forward, right? Your person is also needing to realize that they too have to give time, focus, energy into the situation. And until they really look within themselves and start to change and shift their perspective and the way that they look about commitment, you're not able to get this to move forward. Okay? So, like I said, you can control your own actions, your own energy. Being that with the Queen of Cups energy here, some of you are very loving and nurturing and kind and sweet. And it may feel like, you know, like I want to nurture this person. I want to love this person. I want to, you know, help this person and things like that. But sometimes we have to draw the line where we are giving way too much of ourselves, right? Especially if a person's not making you feel like they're appreciating it and they're seeing you, they're recognizing you for your consistency and your love and your efforts, that we have to too set those boundaries with people, right? So there's also a need for you to kind of also look within yourself, because the Queen of Cups is a very loving, very nurturing energy. There's also a need for you to also listen to what your intuition is telling you. If you feel like this person is giving half-hearted efforts and they're not being consistent and they're being hot and cold and they're making you feel like they're stringing you along, they're making you feel like you're always texting, you're always calling, you're always setting up the date, you're always doing that, right? There's a need here with Spirit saying this blockage, right? Exchanging has to be balanced, right? And if you're giving way more than this person, there's a need for setting that, right? Why do I feel the need to give and give and give and give? It's time for you to also receive, okay? So let's see. Pile number 3, what is your guidance for your connection? What is pile number 3's guidance? We have karmic relationships, and it says Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. Okay. Now, some of you could be this could be a karmic partner for you. Okay. It can also be that you are going through a karmic cycle with this person, and there is a need for working through, a lot of these very difficult, very challenging energies so that there is growth, right? And we can either choose to face those karmic lessons, or we can choose to walk away and pretend like there's nothing wrong with me, I'm not the problem, and then guess what? We get to do it again, right? This is why we have karmic relationships. As annoying as they can be at times, we are not above them. We are not above our karmic connections, karmic relationships. They are very necessary in order for us to grow and evolve as a soul, right? So some of you, yes, it could be a karmic relationship that you've had with this person. And it could be something that's teaching you lessons, right? You're learning to set healthy boundaries. You're learning when your love is something that is being received and is also given back. So some of you may also be learning, if this is a karmic connection, where to set those boundaries, right? Karmic relationships really teach us to learn to love ourselves and to look within ourselves to help us to grow and evolve. And sometimes it is through conflict. It is through some pretty painful or challenging things that we go through, but it is in those lessons that we're able to kind of see a situation or a person for exactly for who they are, and we're able to make better choices, right? We can say, okay, you know what? I've been giving and giving and giving to this person. I'm not going to do it anymore, right? Where you finally learn so that you stop going through karmic relationship after karmic relationship after karmic relationship. You're the Queen of Cups here, right? The Queen of Cups really, she learns how to love. She learns how to love herself, right? She knows her worth. She knows her value. And for some of you, that growth is happening with this connection. Okay, you're learning what those lessons are. So as you're looking inside yourself and you're taking that time, what am I learning from this connection? What is this connection teaching me? What is this connection teaching me about myself? Do I need to learn to love myself more? Do I need to learn to have more respect for myself? Do I need to learn how to set healthier boundaries? Do I need to, let go of attachment, let go of codependency? What is that connection, that dynamic, that karmic dynamic teaching you? Okay, so let's see what else. Pile number 3. What is your guidance? We have lost lands, and it says soul memories and gifts, and it says you've done this before. Okay, so many of you with the karmic relationship and the lost lands, soul memories and gifts, this almost makes me feel like some of you guys may have a past life karmic connection to this person, in which the lessons that you're learning in love may not have been learned last lifetime. So we're doing it again. Okay, we're doing it again. Let's see what else. Pile number 3. What is your guidance? We have the Seas of Mintaka, and it says seeing potential and in bringing the unconsciousness to light. Okay, so with that message there, it almost makes me feel like you guys are, like I said, going back to this here, looking inside yourself, that with that, you are truly seeing the potential that you have within yourself and what you have to offer and what you have to give. And if the person that you're connected to is not showing you that they see your worth, okay, they're showing you that they don't see your worth, this is where you're bringing that within the unconscious to light. You're shedding light upon that, is you are learning to love yourself enough to move on with that 6 of Swords, to move on from a connection that may not necessarily be serving you. Okay? Because if that person is not giving you the same love that you are deserving of as the Queen of Cups, right? That is where you grow through that conflict. You learn to remove yourself from karmic situations. Okay? And this is Spirit saying you've done this before. So, like I said, sometimes we don't learn the lesson the first time. We got to go through it again, right? And if you're feeling that this person is being inconsistent with you, they're not, you know, giving you their full time, their attention, the energy, they're making you feel like you are an option, or that you're not important, or that they can kind of come and go as they please within your life, that is where you set the boundaries. That is where you learn to remove yourself from those karmic relationships and connections and learn the lesson so that we don't have to do it again. Okay? That is kind of what is the light is shedding light upon, is those energies. You're seeing the potential that you have within yourself and also within others. And if you feel like that person is not meeting you there, for some of you that could mean a need for cutting ties. Okay? Because we're seeing again this stagnant energy here, and someone who may be kind of more so focused on their self, their own personal happiness and fulfillment, and not taking your feelings into consideration. Okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 3. I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you guys in the next reading.